careful observation. In the belief that it was the fits that produced the beneficial effect, he tried to induce them artificially. He achieved this by injecting the convulsant chemical metrazole. Although the original theory had no real foundation, there were enough favorable results to encourage its widespread use. Enthusiasm for artificially induced convulsions intensified, and it was only a matter of time before illusion Hilschiff auf Mosaik. In 1936, the Italian Ugo Cerletti found that the otherwise lethal effect of electricity could be turned to therapeutic advantage if the current was passed across the head, so that the heart was not affected.
Well, Doctor, just how well does this therapy work? Many patients have been returned to their homes and jobs. Who might still be here if it were not for this helpful form of treatment.
Because of its threatening resemblance to the more notorious use of electricity in judicial execution. so that every effort is made to underplay the violence of the procedure.
What kind of treatment is given here?
For electric shock therapy, which is often very effective in helping to bring mentally troubled patients back to normal.
How is electric shock therapy done?
Controlled electric current through the brain, just for a fraction of a second.
The passage of the current induced immediate unconsciousness, and although the patient retained no memory of the violent convulsions which followed, the muscular spasms almost always caused serious bruising and lacerations of the tongue and lips. There were often more serious injuries, such as fractures of the limbs and even of the spine. Physical consequences of the new treatment. For all their superficial resemblance to 20th century science, ECT, metrazole and insulin have much more in common with the whirling chairs and rotating cradles which they superseded, in that they were addressed to the brain as if it were a single-handed view of the brain, had already been in evidence for 150 years. At the beginning of the 19th century, the Austrian
Some people have a deep, abiding respect for the natural beauty that was once this country. And some people don't. People start pollution. People can stop it. Write for Pollution Booklet, Box 1771, Radio City Station, New York.
Talk, wanting to